This is part two to my morning thoughts. The last segment was on mental health. Um, this one I want to cover is going to be on patterns and what do we make of patterns? Well, most times we know that patterns is something that happens over and over. So, whatever that pattern is, if it happens over and over, that means that that's the pattern. You have to respect that. A lot of times we see patterns and we think that we can change patterns, but we can't. Truth is, now you can change the mindset for the pattern, but you can't change the pattern if you're stuck in that mindset and just want to be in that pattern. So we're able to change anything. We're able to think. If you can think it, if you can dream it, if you can any of that, you can do it. The mind is very powerful, but also starting bad habits, creating bad habits, those things delay, they hurt, they move, they move in bad spirit of trying to move forward. They create bad habits, they create bad patterns. So you develop a good pattern by developing good habits, practicing, meditating, being in solitary, being to yourself, reading, just just doing things for elevation, whatever that elevation looks like. Like I said, in each one of our lives is so different, but we can all reach elevation if you think so. Your mind has to think so. So I make sure that every time I speak or the things that I'm talking about, I'm talking from experience. I say break the cycle because of me personally. I come from a family that was just, it was always so many situations to where I seen no one ever broke the cycle far as the men went. Now, there's a lot of women in the family that's successful, but the men, they just didn't ever step up and just had that hard, hey, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna start a business, I'm gonna do that. So breaking the cycle, you can come from a family where you come from nothing, because I come from nothing. And people that know me know my story and know in real life I came from nothing, but I've always empowered my people and people around me and people not around me. I can empower a stranger because with me, I never see color in any of those things. I see change, I see betterment, and through it all, that's why I never try to make it like things are perfect, but we strive for perfection. Nothing will ever be perfect, but you can strive for perfection, meaning you can make it be as best as you want it to be. It's the mindset in that as well. So as we learn these things, we just become better in that and we learn. But again, what type of pattern do you have? Do you have a pattern that's you stuck in the mindset of that pattern? Or are you willing to grow? Are you willing to change your pattern? Are you good with your pattern where it's at? Or do you want to make sure your pattern is different? Because every day you wake up, you got a chance to do something different. Every day you wake up, you put your best foot forward. We have no time to sit and waste on things that ain't beneficial. Because if it ain't beneficial, it's artificial. I say we because I'm talking as people. Us as people, we have to grow in our mindset, spending time on things that don't matter because it's more time you could be spending on things that do. And I'm learning that even, in my big grown age or whatever. I'm learning like it ain't always, it ain't always you could fix a situation because some situations are broke. If the situation is broke, you trying to fix it could damage yourself or damage the situation even more because it's a broken situation. I remember years ago I was saying, don't give CPR to dead situations, meaning if the situation is dead, you can only revive it so many times if it's dead. Now, if it's life there, it's a lifeline, then you got a chance. But if it's a dead situation, then it's just like flowers that don't grow. Flowers have to be watered, nurtured, all those things to grow. They have to be in the right environment. Us as humans, we're no different. Aliens, Pleiadians, whatever we are. Um, but yeah, truth be told, you just gotta want it. I think the fire gotta burn within. You gotta take the steps. You gotta do the work. You gotta put your best foot forward every day. Uh, it's gonna be hard days. It might be more hard days than better days, but you gotta make the decision to want better for your pattern. If you feel like, oh man, I've been on this pattern forever, remember you could change your pattern at any given time because it's not set in stone. The only thing that's set in stone is the mindset behind it. That's why you don't want your mindset to get where you're not able to learn. You're unapproachable. You're one of them people that you think you know everything. Lately, I find myself saying less because most people that I know think they know everything. But our knowledge is not based on just the things we know, but how we put it into action once we know it. Because you can know something and not apply it. It's just like not knowing it. So if you know better, you do better. It's not just a saying, it's a real thing. And just remember, at any given time, you can rethink, rebuild, restructure, break the cycle.